I remember my shitty rolls from last session.
Starting.
I'm starting
Yep.
too. So
I'm
do
scared.
we click initiative?
Go ahead and do your initiative.
I'd like the stars. My rolls
like
have
my roll.
improved.
I love that
Wait.
Phelan's for some reason auto inserts into the initiative, but no one else's does.
Everyone's is auto and adding
Yeah.
to mine.
I have everyone on there.
No, I mean on my tracker.
Turn order? Yeah.
Adding to ours.
Everyone's there.
No, in the
In
D&D
D&D
Beyond turn
Beyond.
order. Yeah.
Oh.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah.
So, okay,
Well,
midnight.
I have mine turned off not to
Yes.
send rolls in D&D Beyond. That might be why.
Yeah, I was about to say I turned that off because of because we were using Roll20.
Yes.
Midnight. What is your initiative?
What's the pink dots for?
Emboldening bond.
Oh, okay.
They're
My thing.
bonded together forever.
For 10 minutes.
Oh,
We're bonded
They
for 10
have
minutes.
literal shackles around their wrists, binding them together.
and I did want to mention to you, you said you can do that, twice because
Yep.
it's related to your thing.
Yep.
It's not specifically to those two people. If
No,
you do
it's
to
any
other
two people.
If any of them are close together, it counts.
10 minutes is forever.
So the two instances of emboldening bond, it's not pairs.
Correct.
It's anyone bonded at all.
Yeah, anyone that's bonded gets it.
Nice.
Okay, so Midnight, what is your initiative?
6.
Colfax. Hi, Colfax. What is your initiative?
7.
Kalina, is your initiative 8?
Nope. 20.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Well, she
So is
rolled a
Allie's.
20.
So is Allie's, by the way.
She rolled a 20, and they're both +3 on the modifier.
Yep.
But what is your base initiative score?
17 for both of them.
Okay.
We have D&D Beyond.
So how do we determine who goes first?
So dirty 20.
I have
Rollies.
the list. Character information. The order is Phelan goes before Kalina.
Okay.
Because
Why?
of Dex modifier.
Oh, for Dex?
Because
Yeah. Dex modifier.
yeah, it goes down the list there. It's 317, 16, and Kalina is 313, 10.
Okay.
So yeah, it's I did things that I needed to so that I never had to worry about that if it did.
I was about to say I have no idea what Ooga Booga Dragon just said, but if it makes sense.
We'll just roll with it.
Yeah, I was just sitting here with the math meme plastered over my face, like, what?
And Naya, what is your initiative?
My initiative, my score that I rolled was a 17, but I have a +0 to initiative.
Okay, that's fine. There we go. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Phelan still gets to go first.
7 of them?
I mean, we see at least 4.
Uh-huh.
That's all we see. We don't know about any more than that.
Yep.
We know
There's-
nothing.
Yep.
There's things there. Okay. So at the start, everybody did their stuff because you kind of snuck up. Was being all sneaky. One of them heard something, and it happened to be the largest one, and y'all saw this humongous crystal lift up over the edge of the hill. However, with Phelan being closer to the edge of the hill, she was able to look down and get a more clearer image of it and see better than what Princess saw, because Princess saw them where they were still kind of hunkering down. And Phelan saw what looked like crabs, kind of with crystals on their back, and it's a different color or look of crystal than what y'all remember from the town.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we stopped.
My
last
nightmare
time.
creatures, crabs.
No, your nightmare
They're-
creatures were your family. But
Your nightmare
crystallized.
creatures were crystal golems of your family, yes.
Oh.
And when you saw this, it did shake you quite a bit, because these things have what appear to be dragon scale legs.
I'm gonna sound like a dumbass for 5 seconds, but I looked at its eyes, and why is it kind of cute? Look at its beady little eyes.
It's apparently a crystal crab. I wasn't getting crab from that, but I mean,
Oh,
I'll go
vaguely.
with it.
Like I said, crystal amalgamation that kind of resembles a crab.
It's got beady eyes. It's kind of cute. Not to Phelan, but
Yeah, not to Phelan. To Phelan, it looks quite hideous, and it very much reminds you of the nightmare that woke you up,
They are
but
kind of
not
cute.
so completely.
They look like
See,
the
I'm
little
not
teddy bear
alone.
doll eyes.
See?
So pretty much you saw one stand up and move slightly, and now, Phelan, it is your turn. Is there anything you would like to do right now? You've seen one of these things stand up and move towards the southwest.
Am I the only one who's seen them?
You're the one that can clearly see them.
We know that they exist because Princess spotted them, but we haven't seen them clearly yet.
She's gonna like try to like get the others' attention, kind of like waving and pointing into the direction of where they're coming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They are heading where we want to go.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then I'm going to hold a dragon's breath in case they get within me or the party, if I can reach.
Okay, so within like
That's what,
30
15
feet of
foot?
you?
Yeah.
Okay, because I think you've got a... Is it 15
I think it's
feet?
15-foot range,
Okay.
if I recall.
Oh no, wait! I have a dart. I'm gonna hold a dart.
Okay, I'm going to hold the dart
forgot it.
and ready to throw it if something either comes in range or what?
If something comes in range, yeah, save logic.
What's the range on it?
It is 20
feet.
feet, yeah.
Is it 20,
So
40?
about the same. 26 too.
So if something comes within 20 feet of you, you're throwing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I never get to use a dart, might as well use it now.
Colfax is exactly 20 feet away.
Hmm.
Well, I'm not aiming for you.
You see this one? C? Climb up onto the back of A?
Oh my. Crab
Uh-oh.
stack. Crab totem pole.
Okay. I think that would be very precarious trying to climb up on another crab, given that there's crystals growing out the top.
I just want to remind people that I had mentioned offline that we could probably make crystals impale things by casting magic on the crystals
Uh-huh.
to make them grow faster. One of them just went under another. We could make him impale his friend.
If it works, if they work the same.
Yeah.
We could make them into a crab pot.
This crab
For
moves.
science!
Yeah.
Sorry, that was literally all I was thinking of was legit just food. I was just like, I went from thinking they're cute, and now I'm just like, now I'm hungry.
The big
I mean,
one
as long
reaches
as the
down.
meat's not crystallized, could be tasty.
The big one reaches down and pulls up a clump of grass and brings it to its mouth and starts gnawing on it. Kalina, it is your turn.
Okay.
Everyone who's over the hill other than Phelan, you saw the crystal take maybe a 10, 15-ish foot step forward and southward towards the opening down here.
I am
Lovely.
going to. I think I'm
And
going
that-
to bark skin myself.
Okay.
So that gives me
AC of 16?
16 AC. And I'm not moving.
You become tree.
I am staying here, hidden. That is my
Alrighty.
move.
Do.
Why am I trying to write on paper with my pen stylus?
It's a great question.
Oops. Da. B goes there. Then it too climbs up onto the back of this large one.
Okay. Are they eating it?
No, they are climbing up and holding on to the crystals on its back.
They're hitching a ride.
Naya, it is your turn.
Okay.
It's like maybe it's like kangaroo logic. The smaller three is the big one's baby. Is babies.
I mean, very possible.
That's what came into my head.
So I'm
Maybe they're
going to
totem
kind
cats.
of, yeah, I'm going to look around at the group and try to gauge what we should try to do since they're going where we were going to try to go.
Yeah, I've just seen this big crystal move a little bit.
I feel like we should try to avoid the big crystals, especially if they're mobile. That seems like problems. I'm gonna go up and try to join Phelan.
Okay.
And then let me check range real quick. Okay, Phelan is too far away for me to bond them with anyone. Gotcha.
Except for Colfax.
Well, Colfax is already bonded, so it
Yep.
won't do any good.
Well, it
Okay.
would. She would join the group.
Yeah, but I'd be better off having 2 other
4.
people bonded.
Right.
Like, I'd rather have 4 bonded people rather than 3.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'm going to ease up here. I'm going to move away from the crystals.
I think I need to refresh because I see you way over here.
I mean, I was like here before, so
Okay.
I've moved 2 squares.
Okay. You said you want to move up next to Phelan, so
Yeah, I haven't done that yet. I'm counting
Okay.
squares. I'm counting squares.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I can
afraid
get. I
was
can
afraid
get
the roll
right up
20
next
broke
to
on me
her.
again.
No, I can get right up next to her.
Naya, I would like you to please make an Arcana check for me. Please do it with advantage.
Okay.
That's funny. Dragon like
Interesting.
gaslit himself for a minute there.
Very poor rolls, sadly. It's a 10 and a 13, so 13. Not great.
You're getting. Let's see how to best do this. You, with the way that you feel and everything, these seem vaguely familiar, but that's about all you can do. But you're not quite sure where or why they're familiar.
Okay. So I'll let Phelan know that they seem vaguely familiar, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
Particularly
Particularly familiar from somewhere in your deep forgotten past.
Yep. And then I will go ahead and I am going to see. I guess I'll hold my action. I'll hold a guiding bolt.
Okay.
In case something approaches one of my party members within range, which is 120 feet. So they should be well within range no matter what. But if they try to be aggressive towards any of my party members, I will loose a guiding bolt.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yep.
All right.
Okay. I just realized what I did. So that should be
Is what
B,
you did making us a tasty
C,
crab meal out of crystal crab?
B. Okay, A, B, C. It's all good. U, C,
A, B,
D.
C.
Move up. And it too, you and Phelan and Naya can both see this much more clearly now. You see this one crawl up onto one of the crystals, the tall crystals on the back of this thing. Sorry, it keeps moving every time I click it because of that. There we go. I would like Phelan and Naya to please make a perception check for me.
Okay. Oh. Technically, I should have added the D4 to my Arcana check, but that's okay.
Yep. Go ahead and roll it because that might help some.
Okay.
If you want to use it for this, because you may do it.
Well, it's per turn. It's not my turn anymore
Okay.
for anything. So that would have been the only chance for me to use it in that round.
Okay, then yeah, go ahead.
So I would have added 2, so that would have been a 15.
15 would have put you over the 14 mark. You can tell that these things have been affected somehow from the Feywild.
Okay.
Interesting.
So noted. All right. Perception.
Mhm.
Just straight roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Very red. That was in that one.
Yep.
Okay.
Too busy thinking over the implications of the fact that they've been impacted by the Feywild.
Phelan, you see a little extra movement up on the crystals as these other ones are crawling up. Just kind of catches your eye because it's not one of the 3 that were crawling up, but you notice a little extra movement.
When you say extra movement, do you mean
There may be additional creatures.
Like shake? Well, do you mean like shaking or do you mean like...
As if things are moving to make room.
Oh, okay.
Okay, give me another perception check.
They're not fucking crabs. They're the fucking glowing-eyed spiders that has the babies on its back.
Much better perception that time. 17.
Oh, wait, do I have to roll again?
Yeah. We're both rolling again.
I was screaming about spiders that I didn't realize.
They're not spiders. They're web shooting bunnies.
On it.
Okay, now you see a little movement, and Phelan, you actually see now that you get a closer look, 2 little beady eyes that are shifting along with the others, and you can actually pick out another one that just moved up off the crystal that blended in with it very, very well.
Is it E?
So there's 4 on its back?
There's at least 4 on its back, is the implication there.
Okay.
There's an additional one that we did not see before.
What letter is getting? It is E!
I mean, he can't tell us it's not E, because that would spoil how many there are.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can't have that.
I mean, I could have guessed Z. We're going backwards.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think there's an F and a G.
Maybe a K in there.
Probably, based on a turn order tracker, which we don't know in game. Our characters do not know.
I was gonna say, Ferdy, I was like, all right, you see this one, and the letter pops up, and it's like A, B, and you're just like, oh crap.
Mm-hmm.
AZ.
He's using double letters.
Wah, wah, wah. Colfax, it is your turn.
Okay. Let me see here. All right, I'm gonna move over here. Can I see them from here? Do I have?
Yes.
Okay. Just trying to figure out what I want to do next.
They are quite large vertically. Just the large one is definitely tall enough to even be seen over the hill, but the rest, with a little bit of an angle moving forward, you can see.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can hear anything else?
Well, I would like you to go ahead and make a perception check, but this is unrelated.
16.
Okay, you see a large crab and several smaller things like moving along its crystal up at the top.
Okay.
Okay, now you can make the perception check if you so choose as your action. And what are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to listen to see if I can hear anything else besides that one that I have eyes on.
Okay.
You mean 4?
Yeah.
5?
5.
It's one
Whatever.
movement.
Whatever.
You can add the D4 to this if this is going to be your action, because you can only use it once per turn anyway.
Okay.
15.
15.
You don't really hear much outside of the scuttling along its crystals. You can tell that there's definitely crystal tapping against crystal. What you can say, putting your ear out, listening, and letting your hunter senses, kind of lead you here, is much along the way of back at the campsite and along the travel. You don't really hear any birds or smaller creatures, or there's some insect that you hear, but not very much.
Gotcha.
No natural wildlife.
Suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Quiet.
it's more of you try and hear really closely, and it's odd that you don't hear stuff that you feel like you should.
So Colfax definitely is like suspicious. Quiet. Too much.
There's something fey about these, but I don't remember what.
These definitely seem to have been either influenced or from the Fae, but you're not exactly sure which.
Mm-hmm.
So that was your action and your move. Do
Yes.
you have any move left?
Nope.
Okay. Anything as bonus?
Nope.
Alrighty. Midnight. It is your turn.
Okay. I am going to move forward to here. Is this blocking my line of sight? Or would it be?
It would be, but you're still close enough to see. Again, they're rather large vertically. Okay. So from there, because this hill kind of angles downward to that point, you've got a clear picture of a rather large crab.
Okay.
Please make a perception check for me.
Oh, okay. Perception. 2.
You see a rather large crab.
Okay. I need A to roll an intelligence saving throw, please.
Okay.
Be a dumb crab. Be a dumb crab.
It fails. So I am casting Phantasmal Force.
Mm-hmm.
And this crab sees a giant seagull that fills a 10-foot cube. Lie down and land right in front of it, really hungry for some crab, and it nips at it.
It wants crab and potato chips.
It wants to crack open that crab shell.
Or crisps, for those of you overseas.
It nips at it and does 2 psychic damage to it.
Okay, I would like you to make an intelligence save for me, please.
Okay.
DC 13.
Dragon, for the love of all that is stars, check your phone.
Oh my.
A sheep.
17. And that used up my Stargazer pin.
Okay. So you cast this, you see it flip down, and you see it disappear, but you feel a little peck at the top of your head, but you're perfectly fine.
Wait.
It attempted to reflect it. That's what it sounds like.
The spell was reflected to you, however, you did make the save for it.
Oh,
It mirrored your spell back at you.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Now, I'm assuming it is a save for all, as in if it saves, nothing happens.
It is.
Phantasmal Force isn't the cantrip, but
No, it's
Oh,
not.
then
It's
it might
the
do stuff.
spell.
So what is it they want to save? Because you saved against
That's-
Phantasmal Force.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking. Offensive.
okay. On a failed, you create the creature.
So the target realizes the phantasm is an illusion and the spell ends.
If it
Okay.
succeeds.
So yeah, so nothing happens. You cast this on the thing, but instead of seeing the bird appear in front of it, for some reason you suddenly saw this bird appear out of nowhere and come and peck at you. But you knew exactly what was going on, and so it didn't affect you.
Did it look like A reacted to it at all?
It does not look like it did. It did not make any emotion or move that you could tell or see.
Okay. That's interesting. I'm gonna move 5 feet back. And then Princess is gonna shout out, "Oh, it can reflect magic back at you! Careful!"
Hopefully, it doesn't have very good hearing.
I'm checking.
Well, it already noticed we were here.
Did it though?
I thought we were trying to pass without a trace.
Yeah, it had not spotted us yet. We were trying to avoid attracting it to notice at all.
I thought that was why we rolled initiative, because it noticed us.
No.
Well,
No.
We
something
were
started
trying to
moving.
sneak past it.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it started moving.
Well, if that's the case, then he would not have yelled.
Hence
You
the
don't know
pass without
anything
a
about this
trace.
magical thing of initiative.
I would not. I would not have had Princess yell if it hadn't noticed us.
Do you know if it's noticed you?
No. So if I didn't know that, I wouldn't have yelled.
Okay.
I would have only yelled if I was sure it had noticed us.
You would have only have yelled if you were sure it absolutely knew that it noticed you.
Yeah.
If Princess had noticed it noticing her,
Okay. So Princess didn't.
or him, excuse me.
So
Okay.
what would Princess do instead then?
40-foot fly speed. Princess is going to fly up to here and quietly tell them that. So Kalina doesn't know, but the rest of them will.
Okay.
Okay. So Princess goes up and tells them what?
That
It reflects
can
magic.
reflect magic back at you, so be careful.
Okay. Can you please give me a perception check from Princess, please?
Yeah. And also, you guys hear this voice out of thin air because Princess is invisible.
Okay.
So perception is a wisdom check.
Mhm.
5.
Okay.
Princess, I don't think is noticing anything.
Princess sees a large crab.
Passive of 11. So, yeah, that'll end my turn.
Doop, doop. Sorry, I've got lots of tabs to go through here.
Lots of
And
tabs
course
for
it
lots of
skips a
crabs.
single thing.
Whoops.
Phelan, Naya, Colfax, Princess, please give me a perception check.
Okay.
Hang
You got it?
on.
Everyone except, actually,
Kalina,
Midnight,
yeah.
everyone except Kalina, please give me a perception check.
I'm still fixing stuff. Somebody knocked up the
Oh.
internet.
Midnight ruined it. We had a chain of 10s for a second.
I don't think any of us noticed anything this time.
There's a 12.
Kalina
Phelan
still
might.
needs to. Oh wait, no, Kalina wasn't. Okay.
Yeah, Kalina's not in the radius. She's not in view.
I'm a hiding bun bun.
Kalina is a very tree-like bun right now.
Mm-hmm.
She used spark skin and just
Planted myself.
put herself up against a tree.
Phelan, nothing moved within your 20-foot range, and it is back around to you.
Hang on, I'm still trying to fix stuff, so I'm not fully back yet.
Okay. What did I break?
Yep. And I also
Perfect.
expend my spell slot for
I
Guiding
messaged
Bolt.
you and
It's nothing
called you like
triggered.
20 times. The
Oh, my
internet
phone.
disconnected.
Oh, when you told me to check my phone, I thought you were just telling me to check my Discord messages. I was confused.
Actual phone.
No, I meant your actual phone. I couldn't use Discord. Somehow the internet got disconnected, and then my computer, in its panic fit state, decided to connect to one of my devices' hotspot, which didn't work too well. And then everything started getting stuck on a refresh and a reload and a refresh and a reload.
Oops.
So I had to close out some stuff so it wouldn't yeah.
Fun stuff.
Okay.
It was weird.
My apologies.
How do I do the oh, never mind. I got it.
I'm sorry about that. I was totally confused over what you were asking me to do.
It's okay, you're just stinky.
Yes.
So we can go around this way, so right? And like go
Yeah.
up there. Okay. So
Yeah, the road that you were, well, the partial road that you were kind of following leads southeast, but you know, there's other places you can go if you want to try and avoid these entirely. It just takes a little maneuvering.
Okay, I'm gonna sneaky go to that square.
Wait, how did you do that?
How the frick did you do that?
Meteor's brain has been blown.
When you go into your options. Okay, Meteor figured it out.
I figured it out.
How do you do that?
Right click while you're dragging it out.
Yeah.
I had no clue you could do that.
Sorry, it was just a round of ooh shinies that just went off. That killed me.
That is magic. Magic.
I forgot where I was going.
So can Naya whisper right now, or do I have to wait till my turn?
Right there. Okay.
You can talk as a free action.
Okay. Because Naya's just kind of looking to herself right now. They're moving down. Can we make an illusory wall so that they don't go a certain way? Can we herd them?
That was essentially what I was trying to do, but
Well, Phantasmal Force is an offensive. A minor illusion or major
right,
wall would not be. I
right.
don't know if that would work better.
Okay, so
It probably
you
would.
move.
I laughed myself into a coughing fit. Sorry, what were we talking about?
You were moving,
Yeah, I did move.
and Naya was whispering to you and
I'm
Colfax
now
about.
in a starry house.
Well, to Colfax and Princess at this point, since Phelan moved already.
Well, no, I just moved there so I wouldn't forget where I was a second time.
Okay. Yeah, I was whispering, do we have any way to kind of herd them with an illusory wall or something? Or a real wall. I mean, I'm not picky.
I don't have anything.
I'm now in some sort of polyhedral.
Kalina
And Midnight can also hear, or Princess can also hear me to relay that to Midnight.
Oh no, you're being turned into a demonic chicken.
I'm sorry. I'm having too much fun with this. What am I relaying?
Naya was asking if we could herd the crystal entities with either an illusory or a real physical wall somehow
Okay.
to herd them.
Aerilyn would have said that she didn't have anything. I'm sorry, I don't know if that was heard, so I don't know if I'm
Yeah,
repeating
I heard
myself.
you,
Oh,
Phelan.
We don't
Okay.
really have a spell like that, unfortunately.
I
Okay.
could have potentially done a
Yeah, that's more a druid thing, is making nature do it.
Mhm.
But
The one spell that we have that could possibly work got thrown back in our face, so.
okay.
I could have spike growthed to make it harder terrain for them to go back, but I don't have any slots left for that section.
Yeah,
You can
that's fair.
upcast it.
I gave a bunch of streamers a new toy, knowing good and well we all have
Yeah.
ADHD.
Oh no. Oh no.
So
That's basically what's going on here.
that whisper has happened. So now
Yep.
what are you doing, Phelan?
I've moved to where I was, but do I need to like roll a stealth because I'm moving there stealthily so they don't find me?
If you want to move there stealthily, yes.
Okay. What is going on?
Please.
Meteor has a toy.
1,045 feet.
Jeez.
It's the new dance move.
Oh.
Okay. Done now.
I don't know. I kind of feel special, guys. I got a nat 1 and a nat 20 in one singular session.
Woo!
Okay, you have made your stealth check.
While she's walking there, halfway there, she just falls on her face.
Yep.
Okay, you have moved stealthily.
You
Okay,
think?
That's it.
Nothing else?
Yeah.
Okay.
She tripped over her own 2 feet somewhere during that walk, and she thinks she played it off.
Phelan, Naya, Princess, and Colfax, please give me a perception check.
Oh, not
19.
not midnight.
Yes, midnight as well.
Midnight.
Sorry, I keep looking at the people up top. Pretty much everyone except Kalina.
I am
Kalina
a
is doing a very good tree impression
Okay.
out of the line of sight.
Naya, you see one of the smaller crabs that climb up onto the crystal kind of pull itself in towards it as if it's clamping onto it tighter, and it pulls its eyes into its shell, and you know it's there, but as far as everybody else can tell, that crab just turned into a crystal cluster on this large crab's back.
Okay, so that crab just retracted into crystal.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
it has pretty much become one with the crystal it was attached to, as far as
Yeah.
everybody
So
else
there
is
could be
concerned.
others on its back.
Yes.
It
there could be
became blood
more.
for the blood god.
Yeah, and Naya would kind of breathe that out under her breath as she makes that observation.
Yeah, because you can tell that you saw it making the move and everything else, but everybody else is kind of thinking now, I could have sworn there was another crab there somewhere.
It just retracted itself fully into the crystal, you guys. Who knows how many are up there?
Gotta change layers again.
Ellie, did that send late?
It was sunlight.
I just
Blood for the
noticed.
blood god?
No.
No,
The-
when the crystal.
No, the nephew messed your internet.
Oh,
That
that.
popped up now.
Did it? My phone
Yeah.
might have reconnected slower than the rest of the stuff.
Yep, it did. It's labeled as 819.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
funny.
so my phone sent that through late. Okay.
No,
No,
my
did it to
phone
everybody.
connected back to the
No,
Wi-Fi.
it
like,
went at 8:19, but it just processed.
6:33. I don't
blamed
know
my
what.
nephew because I heard somebody yelling at him, but it turns out that was for a completely separate thing. So I don't know what happened to the internet.
Anyway, yeah.
Kalina,
Yes.
you see this rather large crystal that's poking into the sky just over the hill here move about 15 feet closer to the edge there.
Perception check.
You can see it. It's
Okay.
very visible.
You can see the top of the crystal.
The bottom of it moves out of view from everyone except Phelan. And Phelan, you can see this large crab reach up and grab a little bit of
Foliage.
foliage off the side of the hill there and bring it to its mouth and start chewing on it.
Nom 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 nom.
Yum.
Kalina, your turn.
Okay. I is moving up to here. Sorry, Midnight. Midnight is now out of my Pass Without a Trace. And I will wrap a thorn whip if it comes within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
Well, attacking within 30 feet. If it's
Yeah,
not
so far they've
attacking-
not been aggressive, which I don't know if that's just because it's not spotted us or what.
If it's not attacking, I'm not going to possibly attack.
Mhm.
But if it seems hostile, I'm attacking within 30 feet.
Just as a reminder, because I had to do this for my guiding bolt as well. If you ready a spell, even if that spell doesn't go off, you do lose the spell slot.
It is
Yes.
a cantrip, so it doesn't matter. For me.
Okay, so you're good. Okay.
Yeah,
Also-
unless you decide to use it the next round. That is the thing, is if it carries over, because that's the house rule that I mentioned before.
Yeah.
If you ready a spell, you do prepare to cast it. If it goes all the way back around to your turn the next time and it's not gone,
You can
you
commit to
then
casting
cast
it.
then, or you can choose to let it fizzle at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
I will be right back.
So
in
it's
a
not
haste
automatically lost at the start.
Alright,
Okay,
so is your
well-
turn done? Okay, her turn's done.
Okay, I'm assuming so. Normally I would say ask again. Naya, everyone kind of already knows what's going on at this point, so I ain't going to require a perception check.
Okay.
But you see one of the other crabs that had climb up along the crystal pull itself in. And by this, I just mean it's grabbing on really tight. It's not actually merging with it, but
Right.
it's definitely appearing much less crab-like and much more crystal-like on the back of this thing. You know what you're kind of looking for, and you can kind of say they're grabbing on stuff, which you've done. So that's what another of those crabs is doing, is it's pulling on and hanging on tight and pretty much becoming another crystal cluster on the back of this crab.
Okay.
Naya, it is your turn.
Alright, well, in the interest of not wasting more spells before we actually engage with this thing, if we even have to, I am going to place my hand on Colfax's shoulder And I'm going to cast Guidance on Colfax, which is a cantrip. Oh. And so you get an extra D4 that you can add to your ability check.
Sounds good. Thank you.
So 2d4
And-
if you so choose.
Yes. And I am going to follow Phelan as closely as I can. I would like to attempt to be stealthy.
Okay, please give me stealthy check.
I have disadvantage on stealth, so this will be great, but gotta try. That's still pretty good. Okay.
15. You feel like you have
keep in
moved as stealthy
mind-
as you can?
Keep in mind, she's still within my pass without a trace. So it's plus
Yeah,
10.
while she's moving, but by the time she gets down there, she's not.
Yeah, I'm going to be out of it, so it would only count for the first couple of feet. So unless he wants to make me roll a second stealth check once I leave it, it's
No,
easier
you're
to just
good.
not worry about it.
Anything
Okay.
else?
That was it. My action was the guidance. And
Okay.
I don't have a bonus, so
Do you see another crab merge?
okay.
And another crab merge.
And another one.
Colfax, it's your turn.
All right. Gonna move over here. That's
Okay.
30 feet.
Are you stealthing or normal?
Normal.
Okay.
Not stealthing yet.
Alrighty. Everyone's so on edge, wondering when the shoe's going to drop.
Yeah.
I mean, that guidance is good for a minute as long as I'm concentrating. So
Yeah. Can I
I've got that D4
roll
for a bit.
a perception check to see if I can see anything else that's moving around in the
You
woods?
can. And if you would, roll a second d20 when you do it, a second perception check, if you would, please. So don't roll it with advantage, but roll two separates.
Yep.
Okay.
You do still have a free D4 at your disposal that won't be used up from guidance from the bond. But
Yeah,
I don't know how
I'll-
much difference it would make on those two. It's up to you.
No. We'll put it on the second one.
On the
think
3,
that's
so the
6.
6.
Colfax.
Yep.
About up here.
About up here, up top.
Yeah.
Yep, I got you.
Yeah, so about there,
Yes.
in the brush of that tree,
Yep.
you see two mirrored eyes staring straight at you.
Oh no.
Bunny.
Oh, don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Stiff red buns!
He just is like. He
Fran
just had
from
like this
you,
huge grid. Friend.
Are you sure Bun Bud wants to be friend, though? He ran.
He charmed him too.
He's bunny.
True.
He's a very charming bunny.
Yes.
Yeah, wait until he pulls out the top hat and the stopwatch.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
Am I a
But
charming
yeah,
bunny?
his first, right?
I will be a charming bunny.
Eventually.
Because I'm going to be running off charisma.
Yeah.
I don't think you have charm yet.
Okay, so you did perception. You didn't notice anything out of the ordinary, but you did notice that.
Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah, end of turn for now, and I have some things to think about.
Okay. Midnight. Also, welcome back, Banana.
Thank you.
All right. First, Princess is going to fly back over and land on my shoulder.
Keep in mind,
And
Princess is
then-
invisible.
Yep.
As a
Yeah, but
reminder-
Midnight has a bond with Princess. They can speak to each other.
No, I know that. That was more for Firebutt.
Ah, okay.
As a
Yeah,
reminder.
I've got the invisibility thing on Princess.
Oh, okay.
Yes, totally.
And then Midnight is going to walk over here and wave at it.
Okay. Can you
And-
please show me the path you took?
Yes. That.
Okay. When you got here,
Uh-oh.
so move yourself back there.
Yep. Come on.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you move there. Phelan and Colfax, you saw this large crab that was chewing suddenly stop, and it kind of turns slightly and faces to the southwestern direction, and it's suddenly still. It is no longer eating.
Which way?
Okay, now you can
southwest?
continue moving.
Okay.
Which way?
He's
southwest?
officially
Southwest is
noticed
down
you
and
now.
left.
Yep.
So go to there and I wave at it. And then I'm waving with one hand and then I put my other hand behind my back and I ready a actually no, I can't do that, can I? I ready a dagger in
Mhm.
case it seems hostile.
Okay. Anything
And
else?
then I will end my turn there.
Okay, one of the crystal things, what's the word? I said it earlier. One of the crystal clusters on its back starts to vibrate. Phelan, your turn.
I'm going to. Ow. I'm going. Um. I guess continue upwards.
Okay.
You're gonna go for the thing that Colfax saw?
Mhm. Did Colfax point it out?
I don't know.
No.
Okay, so we would not know. But
Yep.
there was something in the brush up
He
there.
just said friend.
Hooray.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's trying to get away from the crabs.
Yep.
Yep. So you got Speedy Monk vibes.
Mm-hmm. Much
Those
movement.
monks are all about the move.
Alright. So that was the path. There we go.
Anything else?
Okay. Rolling stealth.
Roll it a stealth, please.
11.
Okay. You feel stealthy. Another one of the crystal clusters on the back of the crab starts to vibrate. Do. Eight. Suddenly, the crab lifts up on its legs. You realize after it lifts straight up that it has 6 legs instead of 4. Well, instead of the 6, it has 8 legs. Sorry.
I'm
I
like,
got
since when
confused
do
there for a
crabs
second.
have 4 legs?
Yeah, it's got 2 extra legs.
Yes, 2
Put
extra
it that
legs
way.
from a normal crab in addition to its claws.
Oh my.
And it goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh, we might be going the wrong direction.
30, and then you see it hunker down into the ground. It is still there, but you see it bend down and try and hide its lower half.
So it
Oh,
ain't hostile.
Just run past it, yeah.
Yep, that's what I was wondering.
It thinks it is stealthy.
I don't
Kalina,
think
your
it's
turn.
stealthy. Okay.
So, Kalina, you just saw this big crystal move back and away, and then shift down below, back below where you could see over the hill.
I'm gonna go there and then
Please
Hold
give
on.
me a perception check if you would.
Yep, we don't know about the thing up top yet. You gotta roll your perception. Colfax didn't tell us.
I wasn't done moving though.
No,
I
that's
was-
fine. I need you to roll it now, though.
Do perception.
Okay. You see a rather large crystal spire poking out of the ground. That the tip of it looks strangely like what was over the edge of the hill there. But you can definitely tell that it's a creature, not just a big piece of crystal.
Okay, I'm gonna actually use my dash, and I'm just gonna go
Okay.
up here.
Alrighty.
So that's the end of my turn.
Oh, when it hunkered down, all the crystals stopped moving.
Okay, they're not
There were no
vibrating
more
anymore.
trembling.
So it
Tremoring.
looks like a crystal structure and not like a moving crab.
Right.
But it
Mhm.
still looks like it's more than a crystal structure because you could tell that it was more, but yeah, it's not
You could
moving.
tell that there was some organics mixed in there. Now, your turn.
Terrible idea, but I really want to go up and pet it, but I shouldn't do that. I really want to.
Use your tools.
Those
chip
are
off a
called
little piece of
intrusive
crystal.
thoughts.
No, that would hurt it. I don't want to hurt it if it's not going to hurt us. We could make a crystal crab friend.
But for science, you could see
But
if it.
friend. Friend shaped. Also crystal shaped, but friend shaped.
Is Safi slightly leaking into your character with all the friends? Must make friends.
Naya is chaos.
Yep, Naya has chaos.
No, but you
Naya
have
has used her
friends.
full
Must
movement.
make friends.
Naya is like, ooh, Faye. That is what has happened here. The synapses have fired. She has recognized Faye influence. She's like, ooh, Faye. Faye influence leaking. Can I go home? That is Naya's thoughts right now. So she has used her full movement. She's there.
Mhm.
She is not going to do anything hostile towards the crab. She is instead going to, let's see here.
Also, did it say what the dexterity was for in my roll?
No, it just said dexterity.
Okay.
It did
You
not state if
giant
it was
crab.
stealth.
Well, I mean, below that, did it say what it
Oh,
was for?
yeah, it said for huge giant crab, yes.
What do you think of that name?
Lovely.
I mean, it works. Can I attempt to hide as my action?
You can. That will actually take your action.
Yep, that's
and
fine.
You are attempting to hide behind a rock or into the bushes there nearby?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
I think it's just a stealth, which that's a 3.
Okay. You feel like you're well hidden?
Yep. And that's it. That is my turn.
Colfax.
Yes.
It's your turn.
Bun.
No. Why would I do that?
We know where we're supposed to go, but. And he's not still charmed. The charm has ended.
Yep, the charm is ended.
He knows that he was charmed.
Yes. Well.
What was that thud that sounded like a musical note?
My water bottle.
Okay, I'm gonna move
My water
here.
bottle is very musical. I'm sorry.
I was so confused because I was like, was that me or was that someone
have a-
in the street? Like, what was
I
that?
have a metal
Oh, wait,
water
no,
bottle.
I did not mean to click that.
Yeah, it
Sorry.
has phones.
Oh, I was literally
Colfax.
looking around thinking it was my dog. Like, huh?
No,
Yes.
it's my water bottle.
Colfax parkours over the ground.
Okay.
He does. He does a
backflip
bunch
with
of.
a half
He
somersault.
does a bunch of cool little. He's like being sneaky, not like stealthy, but sneaky. He's doing he's like parkour kind
He's
of
rolling across the ground.
Yeah, he's rolling across the ground. He's hunched down now.
Please give me a perception check if you would.
I can see him rolling around like Sonic in a little ball going, parkour!
Yes.
The elf is
Okay,
rolling.
so you move up, and as you get closer, you no longer see the eyes.
Mm.
Anybody
Oh,
else
weird.
got
Roll
the
it again,
vibes that
please.
this bunny's gonna haunt us for the rest of our days?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's very
You need
sad.
a retcon because you're supposed to have advantage.
I
so
realized I've
that
been talking
advantage?
to myself.
Yeah,
now.
roll again.
Okay.
I've been talking
No,
to
were
myself.
you muted?
Yep.
Yep.
Oops.
I guess I mute. Well, I know I muted myself when I went to grab
Urge.
cookies.
Yep, they're definitely gone.
You also still have your D4.
Oh, I do. That's right.
You do have
I'm
two
gonna-
D4s. You have the one per turn, and you still have guidance, which is available for you for the minute. You can use it once in that minute.
This is late now, but I want to do this.
Okay.
I also have a metal
Okay,
water
so
bottle.
that's 13. It's 13. Good. Do I see the eye?
No.
No.
Oh.
Aw, y'all and your magical
Sorry.
music sounding water bottles.
Apologies.
The music, the notes.
Okay, Colfax. I thought we were
All
supposed to
the
be
notes.
stealthy. Colfax screaming
He's saying it quietly to himself.
no. That's quiet.
Yeah,
As quiet as it can be.
I need to speak up so you can hear me.
Yes, so the eyes are currently not visible to you. Or
Okay.
what you originally perceived over there is no longer being perceived by you.
Oh, okay.
LEDM. I have an aesthetic.
So you've moved. Anything else?
Nope.
Midnight.
All right.
Oh my
I
stars! It looks like an aurora
Throw my
borealis.
dagger.
Even my
And
mouse is in
then-
color.
You throw your dagger?
Stow.
Okay.
Put it away.
Okay.
And then I come over here. I'll dash and get over here to where we were supposed to be going.
Okay.
And then just stand there and notice Naya stealthing badly. Actually, do I notice her?
Do you
Barely.
see me? Yes. You barely see me.
And I wave to you and like motion you to get over here.
Does
like give you a thumbs
anybody
up.
Does anybody want to try and interact with this crystal crab amalgamation?
Hell no, it's gonna eat us for breakfast if we even touch it.
I'm trying to get far away.
I think we're mainly just trying to leave it alone. And
Okay.
Except for Midnight, who apparently
So
wants a friend.
So
I was testing to see if it was hostile or not, or if it was just going to run away from us, and it ran.
So if you're
Naya
going to try,
we'll do
Go
one thing if you're
Okay.
gonna just jump us to the end.
yeah, I'm going to pull you out of combat unless you are out of initiative.
Naya
order,
will
unless there's
collect
something we
some
need to do.
nearby foliage and leave it in a pile near the crab, but not super close, and then walk away.
Okay.
Right.
So like right here-ish, yeah,
Okay.
and then walk away.
Give it food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you manage to do
Leave an
that.
offering.
It doesn't seem to react as far as you can tell. It actually seems like it's trying to be as perfectly still as it can while it senses things moving around. So I will go ahead and pull everybody out of initiative.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay!
The crabs do not make a move to attack. And as far as y'all can tell, as you start to move away, it's one giant, pillar of this blue, funky, crystal-looking stuff.
What's
Crystal
the
crab.
name of the game where we mine things in space? Satisfactory. There we go. It reminds me. I remembered myself, but these crabs remind me of that giant fucking dinosaur-looking thing that everyone screams is gonna kill them, and then it
Because
just walks
over
around.
everything.
Yeah, it just walks around. It just walks by like it ain't like it's just a normal Tuesday. That's what this thing reminds me of. We were all like, it's gonna kill us, and then it's just like, I just want the grass, man.
You all managed to make it around, and the people that went up north to try and go around, you do manage to find the path around to the other side. I will, however, say that as you all are moving around in this area that you're in, you notice kind of over some of the hills and stuff, several more of these crystal spires that are like sticking up out of the ground, and a few of them occasionally move a little bit as you're watching and everything else. So this definitely doesn't seem to be the only instance of this set of creatures in this little neck of the woods.
Question. The pixies are with us, right?
Yes,
What were they doing during this whole thing?
they were hiding inside your backpack.
Okay.
They were sitting on the back, and then they were up and under the lid, not actually inside of it.
Can I
Because
dig out
everybody was
the...
told to be quiet.
Yeah. Can I dig out the vial of crystal shards?
You can.
What's it look like now?
It still looks the same as it did when you woke up this morning,
Okay.
just
So-
slightly bigger.
While we're walking, Midnight expresses her annoyance at having wasted a spell.
So now I will dump some of the crystal shards on the ground
Okay.
off to the side just to make room in the vial.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to
Interesting.
do that? You're spreading the crystal.
Yeah, you're spreading the crystal.
I mean, look at the crab things. I think the crystal's spread already. But
Maybe put it in
y'all-
the leaves that they're gonna eat.
yeah, I'll mix it with the leaves, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't like that.
Dead crabs.
I don't like that. You know what? No, I'll take out another vial and I'll just split it among the two vials.
Better
Okay.
idea.
Yeah. Because there were 10, so now
We're
there.
gonna have to find a way to get rid of these at some point. That's
Yeah,
not just spreading them.
I'm just going to say, okay.
We'll have to do destructive science at some point.
Well, how far away are we from where we last saw crystals?
You are like a day's travel away at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll very, very, very carefully try to distribute them between 2 vials so that there's more space.
Yay.
And since they're shards and not dust, that shouldn't be too hard.
Yes, they are no longer dust. They are very, very small shards.
You are here.
Yay!
Yep.
You are.
The
Not
movable you are
here.
here.
You simply
We
you
made it
are.
past the non-aggressive
Yeah.
crabs.
You are.
We
That's
avoided a combat.
all it is you are.
Mm-hmm.
We spent an hour avoiding a combat.
You spent
Yep.
an hour in combat, avoiding a combat.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you do make it past again. There are several of those. And the area ahead of you towards the pass, you can see the mountains that are rising in the distance with a rather, etched out or carved space in between that is obviously a pass, between much further in the distance, maybe 2 days out, give or take. As the crow flies, or as the goose flies, I believe I said. Yeah, as the goose flies. I forgot. It's been a bit. It's starting to get a little darker. You're still surrounded by these crystal spires on occasion, but even if y'all get close to one, if it's moving, it either hunkers down or it does move away from you. They don't seem to be aggressive as far as you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Watch them turn into were-crabs at night and become aggressive.
As long as we're not there, it's not our problem.
As you're traveling, Colfax, on very rare occasions, as you're looking around, you lock eyes with this mirrored set of eyes looking straight back at you. And then as you either look at it, stare at it for a moment, when you blink, they're gone. Or if you go to look, they're gone. So you haven't been able to get a much better look outside of these mirrored eyes. It's always been in brush or beneath leaves or in a tree.
I'm wondering if someone is keeping tabs on us through.
Yeah, either keeping tabs or maybe he's cursed by these bunnies.
So it's starting to get chilly and the sun is starting to go down.
So we should find a place to camp.
Yeah.
And the entire time after y'all seem like it's okay and kind of chitter-chattering, the sprites do flip back out and sit back on top of the haversack and kind of chitter-chatter to each other and, carry on whatever conversations y'all might decide to ask or talk about. But they're mostly just enjoying the sights and enjoying the company and everything else. Dreama has been silent the entire way, as has Good Boy, much more out of sight than most people would like to admit. But they have been following along with everybody, but not really interacting or saying much. Dream is very stoic looking almost. Like she wants to have fun, but she's just not into it. And so you set up camp for the night. What are y'all going to do for food?
We have the stuff that he sent us with in the haversack.
Rations.
Plus, we ate a good berry this morning.
We did eat a
You
good
did have
berry
a
this
good berry.
morning, so we're not necessarily hungry.
Oh, I think I saved my good berry. I'll eat my good berry.
If you haven't eaten yours, then yes.
Yep, they last the full day. So now's a good time. If you save it till tomorrow, it won't be there anymore.
Yep.
So I guess we won't necessarily make food unless anyone's hungry. Save the food.
Forgot to write that. So did Colfax ever tell anyone about the bunnies? Or is he the
You're
only
setting up camp.
one who knows
I'm
about
giving
them?
y'all every chance in the world to talk about anything you want to.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the bunny the first time.
Yes,
You
you did.
did?
You
Okay.
saw the beard eyes for just a split second.
So I would assume
Colfax
you
got up
told
close
us.
and personal with it.
I let it
Yeah.
out the bag.
Might not have, but you did.
Colfax and I talked about it in the moment, and then I would have let y'all know, yeah.
Okay.
I let it out the bag.
Yep, you saw the mirrored eyes for just a moment too. Though I
Yep.
don't think you got a good look at it, if I remember right.
Yeah, I don't think she.
I don't think Phelan got a good look at it.
You said I had gotten a good look at it at one point with one of my rolls because I noticed something weird about the fur.
The eyes. Colfax noticed the
No,
fur.
okay.
I had
Colfax
to
knows the
roll
fur.
to get
Gotcha.
to see
Yep.
if I got a good look at it, and naturally my rolls last session were boop.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, so we'll set up for bed. Set up to rest for the evening.
Yeah, no. Normally this is the time when y'all would, kind of work on meal before, but y'all have plenty of time now since, there's no meal prep to be had.
Yeah. So instead, I think we're gonna play a game of guess what's in the bag.
Yep. Dump it inside out.
We've overturned the bag once already, but never a bad idea to have a refresher.
No.
And we
Okay.
can move anything else that people are carrying on them and transfer into the bag or take out of the bag and transfer into their own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
if anybody wants to donate items to the bag or wants some empty or crystal-filled vials from the bag, rations, or a hammer.
yeah, we have rations. There's a lot of one-day rations. It only let me put in 10 at a time, but there are 30. 31-day rations. There are now 8 vials and 2 vials of crystal shards. Let me correct that.
That are just barely in the bottom.
Yep.
And I'm assuming that you put all the stuff from the chest, since you're no longer lugging around the chest, in it as well.
I think we'd already divvied up some of that. Yeah, a lot of that got divvied up already, which is
Okay.
why they have parentheses and a name behind it.
Okay.
So those people have that item.
Okay.
But like the receipt for fine wine and the promissory note, the stuff like that, we would probably have moved into the haversack. Yes.
Okay. So any conversation? The sprites are quite interested to hear about what happened with the things that they were told to be quiet around.
I have the golden seed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I ever showed that to the party, but I'll take it out and.
Yep, it was with the poem.
Mm-hmm. And
So,
pass it around, I guess.
He holds out a golden seed. It seems to be a small seed. It definitely seems to be organic and not actually made of gold.
Okay.
Would anybody like to give me either a nature or an arcana check?
Yeah.
I do have a question for after.
I suck at both. I'll give it a try. Anyone else?
What are we doing? Sorry.
I'm looking at the seed.
He's
Arcana check,
showing
you said?
everybody the golden
Either
seed
nature
that he
or
got.
arcana.
Yeah, either nature or arcana. Your choice.
They are the same on this character, so
I don't know anything.
12.
It looks like a seed as far as everybody's concerned.
Colfax.
Midnight.
Actually, when we're investigating it, can I cast guidance?
You can.
And I will give Colfax guidance.
I mean, I guess
Okay.
theoretically, out of combat, you could cast it. No, it's only one person at a time.
Yeah, it's one person at a time, and it's concentration for a minute.
Okay.
So just knowing that these people have already looked at it, I would put it on whoever hadn't looked yet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool
Just to be
thing.
fair.
Give me a
Yeah.
nature or arcana check. Everyone's looking at you. All eyes are on you. Everyone's like, well, it's definitely a seed.
Plus 1d4.
13.
Take my D4 as well. 15.
15.
Okay. You know that this does not appear to be a seed of the natural world you're used to.
Not
From
natural.
the Feywild or something?
Very strange. Very strange. Very weird.
Odd, very weird.
So, Firebutt, in my
Yes.
walking, holding my sending stone,
Mhm.
any idea that it's
Any
being
pings?
held? Any pings?
Nope. No pings.
Does Naya mention that the crab seemed to be Fey related?
I mentioned it to everybody who was standing around me, including Princess at the time.
Okay.
You'd have to catch me
No.
up because I wasn't around you.
Yeah, so I would probably mention it again to Kalina, but everybody else should already know.
Okay. Well, maybe this seed is Fey related like the crabs.
Just a moment here.
Mm-hmm.
Can I look at it again? When he says
seed?
that? Yeah, when he says Fey related, I'm going to look at it more intently.
You can. Please give me an arcana check, please, with advantage.
14.
And guide yourself.
Yeah, Can I guide myself? Hold on.
Yes, you can. You can guide yourself.
Sure, I will guidance myself.
Oh,
4.
yeah.
18.
18.
Okay. This seed, as far as you can tell in your memory, it doesn't really ring a bell, even though they're talking about this. And, you kind of have ideas about where you're wanting to get to or things you've heard.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing about this seed seems to jive with that. It doesn't ring a memory. You don't really get the feeling
Okay.
or the vibe of the Feywild from this seed, as far as you can tell.
Doesn't seem very Fey to me, but okay.
It does, however, seem to be somewhat magical.
Hmm.
Okay.
Was
There's
it gonna-
definitely magical properties to it, but it doesn't seem particularly Fey.
Does it grow a giant beanstalk?
I don't know.
I will refrain from eating it.
That'd be
Thank
good.
you.
Put it back in the bag.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Typically, how much does it cost to send a message/letter to somebody in a town?
Depends on what the people charge that do the sending of said letters.
Is it stupid expensive that I wouldn't be able to afford it?
It would depend on the quantity of magic users who have the spell capability and are willing to use it.
I meant like
or
actual traveling to go deliver it.
Oh, to get there? Travel costs? That's...
Yeah, it's entirely dependent. I mean, you all in town have seen a set of people who seem to wear some type of uniform that have delivered packages and letters to and from town on occasion. So it's a service that exists, and the people in town have obviously used it, but it's never much that you yourself have done, since the main person that you talk to normally came to visit you instead of writing letters back and forth or anything like that. You spent more time with your grandmother than you did, not spending time with her. So it was never something you've partaken of yourself. So it's a service that exists, but I don't know if you would know how much it would cost.
I want
Fire
to
to
look into
DMs.
that when I get to the next town.
Okay. So you all were describing these crystal crab things after you got set down for camp, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And DM's fired up.
Okay. Let me check DM first. You would get a negatory there, Meteor.
Okay. Thank you.
Lannis pops up as you all are discussing these crystal crabs, and mentions, that she didn't recognize it. They don't look like what she's used to, but based on what you're saying, it sounds like they're crabs from the Feywild, but I've never heard of anything like scaled legs on them or anything like that. But they do tend to grab or grow various materials on their back, like metals or rock, stone, things like that, that a normal crab wouldn't. And they tend to use it to find shelter or hide with.
Camo crabs.
So they determine some crystal. But if it's from the Feywild, how'd it get here?
It may have come whenever we came, but those definitely don't seem familiar at all.
How did you get here?
We were pulled in some big gaping orb thing suddenly descended on our forest, and that's how we ended up here.
Big gaping orb.
Yeah, y'all are supposed to help us get back.
It's very good information to have.
Annie wouldn't tell me how my ancestors got here. Because I'm assuming I would know that I'm from the Feywild.
Similarly, Naya doesn't remember how she got to this plane either.
All the people that don't know.
I was born here.
Well, I was born here, yes, but I don't know how my ancestors got here.
Naya was born in the Feywild, as far as she knows.
I'm sorry. It was just all the mystery of it.
Yeah, that's part of the message that we worked on so hard is y'all are supposed to help us get back.
Yep.
He's like, you guys are like talking about like, I don't know how I got here, and Colfax pops up and clears his throat.
Well, sometimes a mommy and a daddy love each other very much.
No.
This guy, sir.
I don't need to hear this.
It's just suddenly there's like a flood of people just like running over to him. Just
Everyone's
closing his-
screaming like, "No!"
We don't want to hear this.
Naya's just patting his head.
And I'll just yell, the miracle of life!
Yeah, I imagine that very few of y'all have actually been clued in to the actualities of this. I mean, being a druid, obviously Kalina has, she knows about the birds and the bees. I'm sure her grandmother has told her. And,
That's why I yelled the miracle of life.
yeah. But I would say that, Midnight might not know, depending on how the parents were.
I think the parents would have told me.
Okay. So there probably would be lots of, okay, everyone doesn't need to hear this.
I mean, I had a
Aerilyn
baby
knows.
sister.
But not because Urzahan wanted to teach her, but because Azadak went behind his back and taught her.
Yes,
As a rogue.
yes.
As a rogue.
Kobolds and the
Need to hear
goblins.
this again. I was scarred enough the first time. Thank you very much.
I mean, I had a baby sister.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, people did ask, it was
The
talking about
kobolds and the
people
goblins.
So before we bed down for the night, is everybody okay health-wise? Nobody has any lingering aches or pains from the day before?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Maybe my head, but I'm good.
Okay.
So what is going to be the sleeping situation?
Ryu, that's disturbing to me.
Princess stays up as normal. Midnight takes first watch.
When a mommy and a daddy fae want a baby, they call up the stork fairy. And the stork fairy kidnaps a human child and turns it into a fae child
Right.
and drops it at the door of the fae couple.
Naya will take
Perfect.
last watch this time.
Yeah.
Words cannot explain the face I made listening
Oh,
when I was reading it, let alone when Dragon was reading it out loud.
That was
Yep.
from Ryu Saber from our chat.
thank you, Ryu.
Like when I
That's
was
disturbing.
reading it, I was kind of like, well, okay, just got into fucking Pokemon levels of dark, and then Dragon started reading it, and I was like, now it's even darker.
We do not yet know where humans come from. Some say they spontaneously appear like spores.
Yeah, Naya will take last watch. Sounds like Midnight's taking first.
Yes.
I'm curling up with my
Princess
blanket,
is taking all.
with my quilt.
Okay.
Okay.
Phelan's gonna pull out her sleeping shenanigans and plop face first onto it and pass out
Ta-da.
while cuddling her plushie.
Okay, so let's see.
Need
So
long
you're going
rest?
to trance for which set of hours? Let's say there's going to be 8 hours tonight. So which of those 4 are you going to trance for now?
I'm doing the back half.
Okay.
So you'll transfer the first half and then be up for the second half.
And be up for the next 8
Mm.
hours on for watch.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you're taking second watch.
Yeah, I'm taking final watch, so if it's only 8 hours, then yeah, I would need.
You cut out,
Okay,
by the
you
way.
cut out just a bit there.
Cut out a little
Oh,
bit. That's
sorry.
okay.
That's the
Um,
first time
fine.
in a while.
Yep.
You are fine.
Okay.
All right, rejoined just in case.
Okay. So
Um,
people start. Go ahead.
no, it's fine. We know where I'm going.
Okay. So people start to bed down. Princess is going to keep watch on that based on previous engagements and the fact that Princess doesn't really need to sleep.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Who's keeping first watch then? The first 2 to
After
3
midnight.
hours.
Princess?
That was Princess and Midnight.
Okay. So after that, pretty much Naya is going to cover it. Is anyone else going to try and wake up near the end or near the start to or wait just a little bit longer or try and wake up near the end of it?
I need full night rest, so
Okay. I didn't know because I know people were kind of not really bothered
Some
much
people
today.
didn't really
so-
use much resources, but you just still don't want to be exhausted.
Correct. Okay, so everything goes okay for like the first 2 or 3 hours. Princess doesn't notice anything other than the occasional movement of a large crystal spire here or there and other places.
Freaky.
About to the 4th hour, right before your trance would end. Naya, can you please give me a wisdom save?
Course, standard or with advantage?
With advantage, please.
18?
Okay. So everything's fine with you. You start to feel in your trance state that tug of tiredness as things are, getting there, and you start to feel that urge that you hate so much, but you manage to fight it, and you awaken fine.
One of these days you're gonna fall
When you
asleep.
awaken,
One day.
when you awaken, though, you see everyone else asleep, and they're mumbling in their sleep again.
Midnight as well.
Midnight as well.
Alright.
Is Princess asleep?
Princess is still very much awake and doesn't seem very aware of what's going on.
Okay.
Princess is having trouble whispering to the mind of Midnight, and it's very unnerving to Princess.
Okay. Contact. Midnight.
You okay?
In my head. Not sure what to think.
I felt that feeling again, like the first time when it tried to make me sleep.
She
Maybe
said it
they're
was
in the dream
gonna
again?
be okay. So should be okay.
We're
Okay.
in the dream again.
But I don't like it.
Yep. The night passes without any much more of an incident. Everyone awakens fully refreshed, but this time, those that slept, you fully remember the entire conversations that you had around the table, eating, having a good night, discussing what might have happened during the day, and you feel like you spent more than a day asleep.
Oh.
So everyone please take a long rest for me.
For the sake of clarity,
Hmm.
Naya's hair color has changed at the end of her trance. It is now a pastel pink.
Pink? Going spring, huh?
Yep.
Is this her rebellious phase?
No. That would have been
So,
summer. She skipped. She's not there yet.
Was your hair always that color?
No.
All right. Fair enough.
Everyone awakens. It's been quite a pleasant night, and we will go ahead and end it there for now.
Oh,
Okie dokie.
well.
The night passes without incident.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by, and I appreciate people showing up for our D&D game. And probably this coming week is still iffy, but I did want to mention it out there.
Well, I definitely can't be
Wonderful.
I have no idea about me.
So everybody,
Mine
take
is
care.
all up to a baby that's
Oh
not
yeah,
born yet.
Meteor is.
I'm
Meteor's
gonna
wife
assume that
is
we
expecting.
probably won't, but
there. Impending
yeah.
baby, and Nene has con.
Yeah. So y'all take care. Thanks for this 10th session of In the Demon's Grass with our lovely
Woo.
group here. And I
Woo!
look forward to seeing you next time we play.